Hello everyone, we are going to continue our discussion series on the previous year OPSC prelims questions. Along with that, as we have done in our previous videos, we will also discuss on what areas to focus on the upcoming exams, right? So, coming to question number 79, the first question of today. As per the multidimensional poverty index released by Niti Aayog in November 2021, which state has the lowest share of the total multidimensionally poor in India? The answer will be B, Kerala. As I had mentioned in my previous videos also, the reports and indexes are important, all of us know. But there are some organizations or some bodies of which the indexes become even more important, like the World Economic Forum, the World Bank, IMF, and within India, Niti Aayog. Multiple questions are being asked from these indexes. And regarding multidimensional poverty, we will be making a separate video, but this has also been discussed that in India poverty is calculated as per the income levels and calorie requirements, but there are other requirements also like good sanitation, electricity, cooking fuel, health, education, many other parameters. So the people who are poor in different dimensions, in multi dimensions, they are called multidimensionally poor. Which state has the lowest number of multidimensionally poor people? That is Kerala. We will be making a separate video on multidimensional poverty, right? Coming to question number 80, for which age group the Unique Identification Authority of India has issued the blue colored Bal Aadhaar card? This is a factual question. The right answer is option A, for children up to 5 years of age. Coming to question number 81, on the ozone layer, the CFC has continuing their effects as. Why does the CFC has harmful impacts on the ozone layer? Because the right answer will be option C. In reactions, the chlorine atoms formed by them serve as a catalyst leading to degradation of ozone. As we know, the most detrimental impact that CFCs have on our environment is the depletion of our ozone layer, the degradation of the ozone layer. Okay. Coming to question number 82, identify the incorrect statement. Let's see. Option A, eutrophication is a natural process seen in freshwater bodies. This is absolutely correct, but the question is to identify the incorrect statement. So these kind of things, identifying whether correct or incorrect or being absolutely careful in your exam, this happens with practice. There are no shortcuts, and this is the reason we are already running our test series in which you will be provided with 25 tests, that is 17 subject wise tests and 8 VSTs or very similar tests, which includes 4 tests each of GS paper 1 and GS paper 2, that is otherwise called as your CSAT. Okay, so if you are attempting 2500 MCQs before sitting in the preliminary examination, which is 3 months away, your chances of clearing the examination will increase by a lot, because you need the necessary practice, the changing exam pattern, the art of elimination, okay, and the art of being absolutely diligent. Like in this question, identify the incorrect statement. You might be knowing the answer, but you might still tick the wrong option because you have not read the question correctly. Now this does not happen overnight. You need to practice these tests. These tests are coming at an extremely affordable price. You are seeing in your screen 3,000 for offline and 2,000 for online. So make the best use of this opportunity and enroll in this test series. Again, coming back to the question, option A is correct, so it will not be the right answer. Option B, greenhouse effect occurs naturally. It does occur naturally. It does occur naturally. The anthropogenic factors or the human interference increases the greenhouse effect, but in general, greenhouse effect happens in nature also. So this again is a correct statement. So it will not be our right answer. Coming to option C, in the upper part of the atmosphere, ozone causes harm to animals. Now this is wrong. This is incorrect. So this will be our right option because the question is to identify the incorrect statement. The ozone is harmful in the lower atmosphere, but in the upper atmosphere, in the stratosphere, the ozone is extremely important. In fact, the depletion of ozone is harmful, as we have seen in the previous question. The chlorofluorocarbons, they deplete the ozone layer. So we need the ozone layer in the upper atmosphere, right? In the upper part of the atmosphere, it causes absolutely no harm to animals. So this is our answer. Now moving on to the next question. Name of the country which announced to change their capital due to rise in sea level. The option is A, Indonesia. Okay. Coming to question number 4. Indian Crocodile Conservation Project was started in which year? The right option will be B, 1975. Now repeatedly these kind of questions are being asked. Project Elephant, Project Tiger. When was the Wildlife Protection Act enacted? Now in this year, Indian Crocodile Conservation Project started in which year? So these are these kind of environmental projects or major missions in which year they have started. All these things become very important. So we need to prepare in this regard. Okay. Coming to the next question, according to the latest reports, which city was world's most polluted cities in 2021? The answer will be B, Bhiwadi. Okay. This answer one would not have guessed if they would not have read the reports, because naturally one would either take Ghaziabad or Delhi, because we keep hearing about Delhi pollution on a daily basis. Okay, but Bhiwadi is the area which was declared as the world's most polluted cities in 2021. You are giving the exam in September 2023, so you need to know the latest report, whether that report has come in 2022 or 2023, right? Coming to question number 86, this question was right, but the right options are not being mentioned, so I guess OPSC would have given grace mark or whatever. We have to wait for the OPSC answer key. International Day for the Conservation of Mangrove Ecosystem is celebrated on 26th July, right? Not 23rd July, not 2nd June, 21st March, 2nd February, nothing. So, apart from that, for this year, we need to prepare the days, important days, very diligently. Okay. Coming to question number 87, consider the following statements. Let's see the statements. Statement 1 is coal ash contains arsenic, lead and mercury. Absolutely correct. Coal-fired power plants release sulfur dioxide. Again, correct. Statement 3, high ash content is observed in Indian coal. Again, this is correct, because mostly we do not have anthracite coal, that is the most efficient coal. We have mostly bituminous and lignite and peat coal. Bituminous coal is still okay. It emits more than anthracite, but lesser than lignite and peat in terms of ash content. But lignite and peat have a very high ash content, and Indian coal comprises of substantial amount of lignite. So all of these are questions in your Indian geography that you need to prepare very diligently and sincerely, and half-hazard preparation won't suffice, as the OPSC question pattern along with UPSC question pattern has changed completely since the previous years. Okay, now they are asking more analytical and in more depth. Okay, so the right answer will be option D, all of these. Coming to the next question, question number 88. Which of the following are the key features of National Ganga River Basin Authority? Statement 1, river basin is the unit of planning and management. This is absolutely correct. Statement 2, it spearheads the river conservation efforts at the national level. Again, absolutely correct. Statement 3, one of the chief ministers of the states through which the Ganga flows becomes the chairman of the NGRBA on rotation basis. This is wrong. Why? Because it is always chaired by the PM, the Prime Minister, right? The chairman will always be the Prime Minister. The chief ministers through which Ganga flows are a part of the NGRBA. They are not the chairman on a rotation basis, right? So your right option will be option A, statements 1 and 2 only. Coming to question number 89, in terms of efficiency, the most potent greenhouse gas is, the answer will be D, CFC. You need to learn about greenhouse potential, global warming potential, right? All these things, if you know, only then you can answer this question. Question number 90. According to Shelford's law of tolerance, the organism's wide environmental tolerance limits show narrow distribution with low population size, 90A. Okay. Coming to question number 91. Inflammatory bowel disease is a group of disorders that cause chronic inflammation in which of the following organs in human body? The right answer will be option A, intestine. Okay. So we have covered around 13-14 questions today. We will be covering the subsequent questions in the subsequent videos. We are keeping the length of the video a manageable duration, around 10 to 12 minutes max, so that it will be convenient for you. Again, I want to reiterate the fact that you can enroll, as already mentioned. Along with that, it is a massive opportunity for all the students in Odisha, because we are now coming up with a comprehensive course for OPSC civil service examination, in which you will be getting one-to-one guidance, complete coverage of syllabus, the optionals as you are seeing on the screen, right? Regular tests, evaluation, all these things at an extremely affordable, reasonable price comparatively. Okay, so make use of this opportunity. Invest in your preparation. Prepare 1 year diligently, and the rest of your life you can enjoy the life of a prestigious civil servant, in which it will not only benefit you, but you will get the opportunity to serve the people of the state. Okay, thank you. See you soon in the next video.